Good morning. I'm Megan Packer. Thanks so much for joining us right now for Atlanta News First Plus on your Sunday. Second half of the weekend is here. Hope it's been a good one for you. I'm here to get you updated on what's making news this morning across Metro Atlanta, and we'll check in with our forecast with First Alert meteorologist Isaac Williams coming up in just a moment. Of course, one of the big talkers this weekend has been Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's announcement that she plans to resign from her seat in Congress in January. So already people are talking about eyeing her seat. Of course, that would be one of the natural things. A lot of people are wondering what comes next after she made that announcement. We can tell you that Republican State Senator Colton Moore says he's considering a run. So is Democrat Sean Harris, who ran against Greene in 2024. The Paulding County Republican chairman says a special election to fill her seat could happen in March. She made that announcement Friday night that she plans to resign her seat January 5th. A man is fighting for his life after he was hit by a vehicle early this morning in Atlanta. It happened just after 4 a.m. on Lee Street in southwest Atlanta. Police say the 50-year-old is in critical condition. We did see a motorcycle taken from the scene. Investigators are still working to figure out what led up to this, and they have not said if the driver will face any charges. Specialized search teams are now taking over looking for a missing professor and lawyer in North Georgia. 67-year-old Charles Hush was last seen November 11th at the Byron Herbert Reese Trailhead. That's on Blood Mountain in Union County. Crews are switching to focused search efforts with canines to try and find clues. No luck yesterday, but the hope is that the dogs will find some clues today. Of course, his family and friends holding out hope as we get closer to that 2-week mark since he went missing. There is a restaurant in Atlanta trying to recover, and they just appreciate the community's support after this happened. They've only been open for 6 months, and there was a burglary. This security video shows a man throwing a brick through the front door of Bar House on Main Street near Bolton Road Thursday morning. The owners say he came in, looked around, and took a cash register. It is not stopping the community, though, from supporting the business. Bar House's owner says the man in the video caused $3,000 worth of damage, and she estimates the cash register was only worth about $200 and had about $100 inside. Of course, we are just a few days away from Thanksgiving now, and the community has just been stepping up in such a big way. So many organizations holding food distribution events, and Atlanta News First was proud to partner with Hosea Helps yesterday to give families food boxes that included a turkey. We have a list of more giveaways happening on atlantanewsfirst.com right now for you to check out. There's some happening today, but into the week as well, and it's been just so encouraging to see how many organizations are stepping up to help the community. It is a really nice day for whatever you have planned. It is absolutely gorgeous. We hit a record for the high temperatures yesterday. So let's bring in the expert to talk about that. First Alert meteorologist Isaac Williams. And look how gorgeous it is right now over Midtown, Isaac. Will we see round two?
Yeah, Megan, it's going to be close to record highs again today, and gorgeous weather is going to continue today. So if you're doing any traveling today or about to head out this afternoon, could not be better weather out there coming up. And most of next week is looking okay. We do have a little bit of a hiccup, though, on Tuesday, maybe the first half of Wednesday, and that's the first alert weather day for us on Tuesday. I have stormy PM, but we could have some rain in the morning. So right now we're still kind of looking at Tuesday to be kind of the iffiest day to travel or to do anything. To kind of get ready for Thanksgiving. Again, Wednesday's looking decent. Monday looks fine. And then Thursday, Friday are cold, but dry. We'll talk about the cold coming up here. But Tuesday definitely is the day. So you saw what it looked like in Midtown. That's exactly what we have in the forecast today. Sunny and less humid. Weather's on the way at 73 degrees. The record is 76. I do not think we'll have this crazy spike in temperature like we had yesterday, which we'll talk about here in just a second. Tomorrow, clouds are going to increase. We'll have a lot of sunshine early in the day, and then we're going to have clouds fill in with no rain expected. Highs again in the 70s. So we're staying warm, increasingly humid tomorrow. We'll have a south wind develop, and that's going to help bring in some moisture. I mentioned yesterday, 82 was the high temperature. So not only did we break the record, which was 77, we came close to the all-time November high temperature record. which occurred way early in the month. So this is like one of the latest times we've ever seen 80 or 81 or 82 degrees. So again, unseasonably warm weather yesterday after kind of a rainy and stormy start. So with this warm weather, eventually we're going to have Tuesday's rain and storms, and we have a level 1 risk of severe weather basically from Griffin to Athens west. So most of North Georgia, Northwest Georgia in this level 1 out of 5 risk. This is not something to be super concerned about, but some storms and maybe 1 or 2 of them could get a little bit on the strong side is what we're looking at for Tuesday. Right now, yesterday's front is well south of us. High pressure over Arkansas builds in and keeps us nice and sunny today. The weather maker that's responsible for Tuesday's weather is back to the west over the desert southwest in the Four Corners. You can see kind of a swirl between Phoenix and Albuquerque, and that's what's going to be moving in our direction tomorrow and eventually on Tuesday and bringing us that wet weather. So the rest of the day today, no issues out there. Tomorrow, you can see we start nice and clear, and then clouds slowly fill in through the day on Saturday, followed by rain beginning to materialize back to the west. This is Tuesday morning. We've seen a couple of different models here kind of show this rain a little bit closer to North Georgia by 8 o'clock. This model is a little bit more west, but regardless, we do expect rain to be pushing in through the morning, definitely reaching us by lunchtime. So keep that in mind for Tuesday. And then once we get into the afternoon and evening, it's going to be kind of starting and stopping. It looks like we're going to have a couple of different waves of rain and possible storms once we move past the lunch hour. This is Tuesday night, and this batch could be a little bit on the hefty side once again, with that strong storm potential not completely out of the question. The good news about all this is that hopefully we can get some beneficial rain in here. I'm seeing at least a half an inch, if not closer to an inch or even 2 inches of rain in some spots, especially in Northwest Georgia, that orange color there, kind of indicating the 2-inch range. Everybody's going to get a little bit uneven rain totals. It's how it always works. But somebody should get at least an inch, if not 2 inches of rain out of this Tuesday and Tuesday night. So not removing the drought, but definitely helping us because we are behind for the month. We're behind for the year. We're still in drought, and we definitely need the rain. Then we get much colder. These are Black Friday morning lows. If you're still a traditional shopper and going to be out and about hitting the stores Friday, it's going to be cold to start. 33 in Atlanta, 29 in Covington, or 29 in Carrollton, 28 in LaGrange, 29 up in Canton. If you're hitting the outlets, it's going to be cold. So 55 degrees, the high temperature. It's going to be breezy both Thursday and Friday, so it's going to feel a little bit colder than the actual temperature. Highs in the 50s, so we go from 82 in the 70s, and then actually the 50s are below average for the final couple days of the month. But right now, the Georgia Tech game Friday afternoon looks great, 55 degrees. Again, walking to and from the stadium, it's going to be chilly but sunny, and it does not look like we are going to have any rain linger past about lunch on Wednesday at the latest. So even Wednesday morning, I'm expecting a lot of us to be drying out. But if you're doing travel on Wednesday, I think the chances of disruption are much lower than what we see on Tuesday. And again, that's the reason we have the first alert weather day for Tuesday, so you can be prepared. Other than that, we start the work week, shortened work week probably for many of you at 75 degrees tomorrow. Sunny and 73 today. It's gorgeous. Get outside and enjoy it, and then get ready for that colder weather that is coming in toward the end of the week, just in time for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So the cold weather does come back. It doesn't look like it will be super long lasting. It may last a few days, and it does look like we may see highs stay in the 50s at least until next Saturday. But it is something that we will continue to keep you posted on here on Atlanta News First Plus, as well as inside the First Alert Weather app. Have a good Sunday and have a good start to your Thanksgiving week.
F Plus. For more breaking news, live coverage, and your community stories, download the Atlanta News First app. You can also watch us on YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. To join the conversation on YouTube Live, visit our channel and hit subscribe. You can also listen to the Atlanta News First podcast by searching Atlanta News First on your preferred listening platform.